Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to learn about leaf. In the previous video we learned about root and stem, and in this video we're going to learn about the leaf. So let's get started. What is leaf? The leaf may be regarded as the flattened lateral outgrowth of the stem or branch, developing from a node and having a bud in its axil. It is normally green in color and is regarded as the most important vegetative organ of the plant, since food material is prepared in it. Leaves are always follow an acropetal order of development and are exogenous in origin. Then what are the functions of leaf, such as manufacture of food, interchange of gas, evaporation of water and helps to cool down the excessive temperature, storage of food, vegetative propagation. So these are the main functions of leaf. Then what are the parts of leaf? A typical leaf is consist of three major parts. First one is leaf base, petiole, and leaf blade or lamina. So first one is leaf base. It is the part attached to the stem. In monocotyledonous, the leaf base commonly expand into sheath which partially or wholly clasps the stem, while in many dicotyledonous the leaf base bears two lateral outgrowths known as the stipules. In leguminous and in many other plants, the leaf base is swollen and then it is known as pulvinous. So here we can see that is stipulated. This is stipulated and this is X stipulated. Then this is clasping. This is clasping, and this is pulvinous. This is pulvinous. Attachment to the stem. Attachment to the stem, and attachment to the stem. Stipulated, X stipulated, clasping, and pulvinous. Then petiole. It is the stalk of leaf. When the petiole is absent, the leaf is said to sessile, and when present, it is said to be petiolate. Then leaf blade or lamina. It is the green expanded portion. A strong vein known as midrib runs centrally through the leaf blade from its base to the apex. This produces thinner lateral veins. The lamina is the most important part of the leaf, as it is the seat of food manufacture for the entire plant. Here we can see this is the node, and this is petiole. And this is leaf blade, and leaf lamina, leaf blade. This is leaf tip, this is blade, this is vein, midrib, and here you can see the node, and this is the stem. So these are the major three parts of leaf. Then leaf type based on position of leaf blade, such as dorsiventral leaf. When the leaf is the flat and it places horizontally, showing distinctive upper and lower surface. Leaf attached to the stem in 90-degree angle, present mostly in dicotyledonous, such as mango, jackfruit. Here you can see this is dorsiventral leaf. Then isobilateral leaf. When the leaves directed vertically upward, that is vertically upward, both surfaces are more or less alike. leaf attached to the stem in 45-degree angle, present mostly in monocotyledons such as rice, wheat, etc. So this is iso bilateral, and this is dorsiventral. Then centric leaf. When the leaf is more or less cylindrical and directed upwards or downwards as pine onion. Here you can see this is the centric leaf. The leaf arises from the center. And cylindrical, more or less cylindrical. This is centric leaf. Then classifications of leaf. Leaf mainly two types: simple leaf and compound leaf. Then compound leaf is divided into two types: pinnate and palmate. And pinnate is divided into such as unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate, and decompound. And the palmate is divided into unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, quadrifoliate, and multifoliate. We are going to learn briefly about this classification, so let's get started. Simple leaf. When a leaf consists of a single blade which may be entire or incised to any depth but not down to the midrib or to the petiole, is said to be simple leaf. A simple leaf has an undivided blade. The leaf shape may be formed of lobes, but the gaps between lobes do not reach to the main vein. This is the example of simple leaves. Then compound leaves. A leaf with more than one blade. All blades are attached to single leaf, a stalk called rachis. The blades of compound leaf are called leaflet. Here you can see this is the entire leaf, and this is known as rachis, and these are the leaflets, and the entirely known as a compound leaf. On the other hand, here is entirely known as the simple leaf, and this is entirely known as compound leaf. Then compound leaf, pinnately compound leaves and palmately compound leaves. In pinnately compound leaves, in this type of leaflets are present laterally on a common axis called rachis, which represents the midrib of the leaf, such as gold mohur, cassia. There are of four kinds of pinnately compound leaves, such as unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate, decompound. On the other hand, palmately compound leaves, all the leaflets of the palmately compound leaves are attached at a common point at the tip of petiole, like fingers of the palm. There are 5 types of palmately compound leaves, such as unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, quadrifoliate, and multifoliate. Pinnately compound leaf. First one is unipinnate compound leaf. The leaflets are arranged along the main vein, and this is two type: impair pinnate or odd pinnate, and peripinnate or even pinnate. Impair pinnate, such as with a terminal leaflet, for example neem, rose, and even pinnate lacking of terminal leaflets, such as mahogany. Then second one is bipinnate compound leaf. Bipinnate, the leaf is divided twice. The leaflets are arranged along a secondary vein, and the secondary vein is called pinna, for example mimosa. Then tripinnate compound leaf, the leaf is divided thrice. The leaflets are arranged along a secondary vein and the tertiary vein, for example drumstick. Then decompound leaf, the leaves have more than 3 pinna, for example carrot, cosmos. Here you can see unipinnate, peripinnate, and this is unipinnate, imperipinnate. This is bipinnate. bipinnate. This is tripinnate and decompound. Tripinnate, that means here, here and here. This is tripinnate. And bipinnate means here and here, here and here, here and here. This is bipinnates. And this is unipinnate. So this is pinnately compound leaf. And then palmately compound leaf. First one is unifoliate compound leaf. Leaf has a joint at the junction of the blade and petiole with one leaflet, for example citrus. And bifoliate compound leaf, leaf has two leaflets attached at a common point, for example gulmohur. Then trifoliate compound leaf, leaf has the three leaflets attached at a common point, for example country bean. Then quadrifoliate compound leaf, leaf has four leaflets attached at a common point, for example oxalis. Then multifoliate compound leaf, leaf has five or more than five leaflets attached at a common point, for example cassava. Here you can see different type of palmately compound leaf. This is leaflet and auriculation. This is petiole. So this is palmately compound leaf. Different types of palmately compound leaf. Then morphology of leaf, leaf venation. The arrangement of veins and veinlets in a lamina is known as venation. The veins are fat conducting strands of lamina. They are concerned with the conduction of water, mineral salts and food, form the structural framework of the lamina. And this is reticulate and this is parallel. Parallel means this is parallel, and reticulate means net-like structure. So this is reticulate and this is parallel. Venation mainly two types, reticulate and parallel. Reticulate is seen in dicot and parallel can be seen in monocot. Reticulate may be divided into two types, pinnate and palmate, and parallel is divided into two types, pinnate and palmate. Then palmate is divided into two types, convergent and divergent. On the other hand, parallel palmate is divided into two types, convergent and divergent. Reticulate venation, veins that branch from the main rib and then subdivide. The veinlets are irregularly distributed, forming a network, mostly common in dicotyledons. Pinnate reticulate venation, a pattern with one midrib and many lateral veins branching off it, for example mango, guava. Then palmate reticulate venation, a pattern with three or major veins originating from one point at the base of the blade. And this is two types, convergent and divergent. Convergent, a number of major veins proceed from the base of the leaf towards the tip and come together at the apex, for example bay leaf. Then divergent, a number of major veins proceed from the base of the leaf towards the margin of the leaf blade and moves away from each other, such as bottle gourd. Then parallel venation, numerous veins that run essentially parallel to each other. Most monocots have parallel leaf venation. This is two types, pinnate reticulate and palmate reticulate venation. Pinnate, a pattern with one midrib and many lateral veins branching off it, for example banana, ginger. Then palmate reticulate venation, a pattern with three or more major veins originating from one point at the base of the blade, and this is two types, convergent and divergent. A number of major veins proceed from the base of the leaf towards the tip and come together at the apex, for example rice, bamboo. And divergent, a number of major veins proceed from the base of the leaf towards the margin of the leaf blade and moves away from each other, for example palm. So this is parallel venation. Here we can see these are the reticulate venation, and this is the parallel venation. These are reticulate, and these are parallel. Phyllotaxy is the pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branch. There are three types: alternate, opposite, and rolled. Alternate means here and here, here and here. This is alternate. And opposite means here, 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 here. And rolled means round, rolled. Phyllotaxy is the arrangement of leaves on the stem and branches. Alternate phyllotaxy. In this type, single leaf arises at each node. That means single leaf arises from each node. The leaves arise laterally on the stem or branches. For example, sunflower, mango, China rose, etc. This is alternate phyllotaxy. Then opposite phyllotaxy. In this type, two leaves arise from each node in opposite direction. That means this is opposite phyllotaxy. Two leaves arise from opposite direction from the same node. Then here you can see the opposite phyllotaxy, two types: decussate and superposed and decussate. When one pair of leaf is placed at right angle to next lower pair of leaf, it's said to be opposite decussate phyllotaxy. And superposed. In this type, all their pairs of leaves on the stem are arranged one above the other. For example, jamun, guava. Then rolled or verticulate phyllotaxy. In this type, more than two leaves arise from each node and from a old around it. For example, Nerium, Alstonia. Here you can see roll form arise from the node, and many leaves are arise from same node. So this is roll leaf phyllotaxy. Then modification of leaf, such as leaf tendril. In some plants, leaves are modified into slender, wiry, often closely coiled structures known as tendril. This is tendril, coil structure. This is tendril. Tendrils are always climbing organs sensitive to contact with foreign body. For example, pea khasari. Then leaf spine. Leaves of certain plants are wholly or partially modified for defensive purpose into sharp pointed structure known as spine, such as cactus. Here you can see different types of spines are modified in cactus. This is leaf spine. Then scale leaf. Typically these are thin, dry, stalkless, membranous structures, usually brownish in color or colorless. Sometimes scale leaves are thick and fleshy as in onion. Then their function is to store water and food. Scale leaves are common in underground stems. It protects the auxiliary buds. Here you can see this is bulb, this and scaly leaves. These are the scaly leaves. Then phylloid. The petiole or any part of the rachis become flattened or winged, taking the shape of the leaf and turning green into color. This is known as phylloid. Here you can see these are the phylloid. Then pitchar. Pitchar is modified leaf found in the carnivorous called known as pitfall traps. It is a prey trapping mechanism characterized by deep cavity filled with digestive liquid. These plants provide nectar and color which attack insects and then drown them. Here you can see the pitfall traps. Pitfall traps in insect are trapped there. This is modification of leaf. Pitcher, this is known as pitcher. Then bladder. Bladderwort is a rootless, free-floating herb common in many tanks. The leaf of this plant is very much segmented. Some of these segments are modified to form tiny bladders, each with a trapdoor entrance which allows aquatic fauna to pass in but not to come out. Here you can see these are the leaf bladder. This is modification. Here you can see different types of leaf bladder, modification of leaf. So that's all about the leaf. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.